You've tried to change things, right? You've set the goals, you made the vision boards, the to-do lists, the New Year's resolutions. You've told yourself you'll wake up earlier, eat better, work harder, maybe even start over completely. And you've probably failed. Maybe not in a big dramatic flame out, but slowly, quietly. You found yourself right back where you started, stuck in a loop, running a race that has no finish line. But what if the reason it didn't stick has nothing to do with your willpower or with your motivation? What if I told you that you've been playing the game all wrong? The secret to real lasting change isn't about what to do, it's about who you decide to be. We've been sold a bad blueprint for change. We're told to focus on the goal, lose 20 pounds, write the book, get the promotion, but that's like trying to change the apples on a tree without ever checking the roots. So today we're throwing that blueprint out. We're going to get into 5 secrets of real reinvention, of changing the very foundation of who you are. By the end of this, you won't just have a new set of goals, you'll have tools to build a new self. And when you do that, changing your life isn't just possible, it's gonna be inevitable. And let's be honest with each other. The feeling of setting a new goal is high. It's pure potential. You see the future version of yourself, fit, successful, happy, and you feel that rush. You write it all down, make a plan, and for a few days, maybe even weeks, you're on fire. But then life happens. Motivation isn't reliable. It's an emotion, and emotions come and go. You miss one workout, you eat the cake, you skip one day of writing, and a little crack appears in that perfect new life. And that crack becomes a canyon, and before you know it, you've slid right back into your old habits, your old self. You're left with that bitter taste of failure, and it reinforces that quiet, nagging thought, maybe I just don't got what it takes. Does that sound familiar? It does to me. And if it does to you, you're not alone. And it's not your fault. The problem isn't you, it's the model. There's this idea from James Clear in his book Atomic Habits about 3 layers of change. Picture 3 circles, one inside the other. The outside layer is outcomes. This is what you get. The weight loss, the published book, this is where most of us live. The middle layer is processes. This is what you do, the new gym routine, the writing habit. This is the system you follow. But the center, the core, is identity. This is what you believe. It's the story you tell yourself about yourself. Most change fails because we try to work from the outside in. We chase the outcome, maybe even change the process, but we never touch our identity. And any behavior that doesn't line up with who you believe you are will not last. You can't keep up habits that contradict your self-image. If you believe deep down that you're someone who's undisciplined, no app or system is going to save you. You always find your way back to who you believe you are. So if we want real change, we have to stop looking at the apples. We have to go straight to the roots. We have to start with identity. So if identity is the key, our first step isn't a to-do list. It's a question. Who am I right now? The first secret is to take an honest, fearless look at your current identity. And identity here isn't your name or your job. It's the collection of stories you have on repeat in your head. The I am statements that run your life, mostly on autopilot. Oh no, it's okay, I'm a procrastinator. I'm just not a morning person. I'm shy. I'm bad with money, so I don't touch it. I am someone who always quits. These aren't just thoughts, they are verdicts, and your mind will work overtime to find evidence to prove them true. Every time you hit snooze, your brain goes, "See, I told you, you're not a morning person." Your actions are just a reflection of your identity. So your first job is to get a piece of paper and just excavate without judgment. No criticism. Just finish the sentence "I am" as many times as you can. And you have to write it all down. The good, the bad, the neutral. Let's say, I am a good friend. I am terrible at remembering names. I used to say that a lot. I am creative. I am always late. I'm just not good enough. And this can feel weird, uncomfortable. But you might uncover beliefs you didn't know you were holding on to so tightly. For years, a dominant story for me was, I am someone who starts things but never finishes them. And I had a graveyard of half-done projects to prove it. It wasn't just a thought, it was who I was. And I would unconsciously sabotage myself right before the finish line, because to actually finish would create a conflict with my own self-image. This audit is step one, because you can't change what you refuse to see. You have to look at the wiring before you can change it. So be honest, but be kind to yourself. This isn't about blame, but it is about awareness. You're just taking stock of the programming that's been running the show until now. And once you have a clear map of who you are now, the next question is the exciting one. Who do I want to become? This is the second secret. To consciously, deliberately define your future identity. And let me be clear, this is not about setting goals. This is about defining a character. You are the author. You get to write the main character for the next chapter in your life. Most people work backward. They say, I want to lose 30 pounds. The identity approach flips it. The question isn't what do I want, it's who is the kind of person that could achieve that. So the I want to lose weight becomes I am healthy and I am an energetic person. I want to write a novel becomes I am a writer. I want to start a business becomes I am a creator who solves problems. Can you feel that shift? A goal is a target you hit, and then it's over. An identity is something you live with every day. So how do you do this? Another piece of paper. At the top, write your new identity. I am an athlete. I am a calm, present parent. I am a disciplined creator. Then you flesh out that person. Ask yourself, what do they believe in? What does this person value? How do they think? How do they talk? How do they carry themselves? What do they do every day just because it's who they are? A healthy person doesn't use willpower to pick a salad. It's just what they do, what they eat. An athlete doesn't dread a workout. It's a chance to be who they are. A writer writes. It removes the daily debate in your head. And you have to get specific. Let's say, the healthy person I'm becoming drinks water in the morning. They find joy in moving around. They see food as fuel. And this new identity becomes your compass. It's the filter for your decisions. When you have a choice, you no longer ask, what should I do? You ask, what would the person I want to become do? That simple question is the key that unlocks everything else. So I'm gonna let you into secret number 3. So you know who you are now, you know who you want to be. There's a gap between the two. How do you cross it? Not with a giant leap. You cross it one step at a time. This is the third secret. You cast votes for your new identity with small, consistent actions. Your identity comes from your habits. Every single action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. And hear me out, this is the most practical part of this whole thing, because it stops being a chore and starts being an act of creation. You want to be a writer? Well, writing one sentence is a vote. Want to be an athlete? Doing 10 push-ups is a vote. Want to be a reader? Reading one page is a vote. The goal isn't to write the whole book today. The goal is to cast a vote for I am a writer. The goal isn't a perfect house. The goal is to cast one vote for I am an organized person by making your bed. And this works for two reasons. First, it makes it almost ridiculously easy to start. The resistance we feel is because we picture the whole mountain, and we don't want to go for a run because we imagine a painful hour. But can you just put on your running shoes? Yes. That's a vote. You're proving to yourself, with a tiny win, that you are the kind of person who shows up. And second, it changes how you see failure. In the old goal-setting world, if you miss a workout, you failed. You feel like a fraud. With identity-based habits, one missed workout doesn't cancel out the hundreds of other votes you've cast. You're still an athlete. An athlete just had a rest day. You get back on track with the next choice. Each tiny action is a piece of evidence. You're not trying to be a writer. You look at the evidence. You write every day. And you simply conclude that you are a writer. You act your way into a new belief. And I know this is a lot to think about, and turning these ideas into reality is what matters. If this is clicking with you and you want to go deeper, I created a free workbook called the Identity Reinvention Blueprint. It walks you through the audit, helps you define your future self, and gives you a simple way to track your daily votes. It's a tool to take this off the screen and put it into your life. The link is in the description, and it is my gift to you. All right, let's get into the last two secrets. Casting votes for your new self is powerful, but it's almost impossible if your environment is constantly casting votes against you. This is our fourth secret. You have to curate your environment. We are all shaped by our surroundings way more than we like to admit. Your environment is quietly steering your behavior. We need to make it work for us, not against us. This covers three areas. First, your physical space. Look around your room. Does it make the right choices easy and the wrong ones hard? If you want to be a healthy person, what's in your kitchen? Junk food front and center? Or healthy stuff on the counter? If you want to be a writer, is there an inviting place to write? Or is it buried under a pile of mail? Second, your digital space. Your phone, your social media. What are you feeding your mind? If you want to be a focused person, but your phone is a non-stop fire alarm of notifications and outrage, you're programming your brain for distraction. So unfollow the accounts that make you feel like garbage. Curate your feed so that it inspires the person you want to become. Third, and this is a tough one, your social world. The people you spend the most time with are shaping your identity. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Do the people around you celebrate your growth, or do they pull you back to the old you? This doesn't mean you cut everyone off, but it does mean being intentional. It means finding people, mentors, communities, even online, who are already living the way you want to live. You want to be around people whose normal is your goal. You'll just absorb it. Your environment should be a constant and gentle nudge toward your future self. You've looked at your past. You've defined your future. you're casting votes and you're shaping your environment. That's great. You're on the right path. But I can guarantee one thing, that you will mess up. You will have days where you feel like an imposter. You will fall back into old patterns. How you talk to yourself in those moments is everything. This is the fifth and final secret. Embracing the power of words, not yet. This idea comes from the work of Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck. She found that people have one of two basic mindsets. A fixed mindset believes that your intelligence and abilities are carved in stone. So when you fail, it's a verdict. I failed the test, so I am a failure. The failure defines you. The other is a growth mindset, which believes abilities can be developed. People with a growth mindset see failure as information, not a death sentence. They understand the power of yet. What do I mean by that? They don't say, I can't do this. They say, I can't do this yet. They don't say, I am a failure. They say, I haven't figured this out yet. That one little word changes everything. Not yet implies a future. It separates what happened from who you are. Failing at something doesn't make you a failure, any more than crashing a car makes you a car. It's just an event you can learn from. So when you stumble, a fixed mindset says, see, I knew it. This is the real you. It just slams the door shut. A growth mindset says, okay, that did not work out. But why? What can I learn? How can I adjust? It just keeps the door open. Reinvention isn't a place you arrive, it's a process. There is no graduation. Embracing not yet gives you the strength to stay in the game for the long haul. It turns setbacks into setups. So we've walked through a lot. We've talked about why the old way of chasing goals is broken. It's all focused on the surface, while your identity quietly pulls all the strings. The real path to a life that feels like it's yours is to change from the inside out. It's built on these 5 secrets. Audit your current identity. See the stories you're telling yourself so that you can start writing a new one. Second, define your future identity. Get crystal clear on the person you're choosing to become. Third, cast votes for that identity. Use small daily actions as evidence that you are becoming that person. Fourth, prune your environment. Make your surroundings a partner in your growth, not an obstacle. And fifth, embrace not yet. Adopt a growth mindset and see every stumble not as a failure, but as part of the process of learning. Stop chasing goals with willpower you don't have. It's exhausting and it doesn't work. Turn your focus inward. Start building an identity. The person you want to be isn't someone you find, it's someone you build. One choice, one thought, one small brave vote at a time. The good thing is that the old you doesn't get the final say. Your future isn't set in stone. It's built in the choices you make today. What's the one small vote you'll cast? If this gave you a new way to think about change, hit the like button and subscribe for more conversations on living a more deliberate life. And now I really want to hear from you, so drop a comment below and tell me, what is one small vote you'll cast for your new identity today? I'll be reading through them. Thanks for watching. And remember, you got this.